Hello guys, it's Cyanide here. Hopefully you all are having a good day, and today I'm going to be helping you guys get a good start playing FPS games on PC. This video will be a beginner's guide to FPS games as a whole. I guarantee you if you're a beginner, this video will help you a lot. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos like this one that can help you in your gameplay. First we start as Overwatch. And it's a really good FPS game, it's really popular even today. So let's just go in the training range. Training range is a good area to just test out your settings, see what's good for you, what's not. So first let's just go to settings right here. I'm gonna start explaining DPI, alright? DPI, 99% of FPS games, you want your DPI to be 800. You can change like your DPI in your mouse software. DPI is just for the mouse, but sensitivity here is for the game, right? But your DPI still affects how fast your mouse moves in the game. But don't get confused, sensitivity and DPI are different. You can change DPI in your mouse software, you cannot change it in your game though. You can change your sensitivity in your game. 800 to 900 DPI is that sweet spot that gives you that precise movement to get those headshots, to get that right aim, and you will want that. Of course, you can change your sensitivity if you want that to be faster. But as you can see, I'm playing on 850 DPI right now. It's what that smooth. It's just that perfect spot, like that. Of course, like if you have a small mouse pad, you might want to higher that. But this is like a good spot, right, you guys? 800 to 900 DPI is that sweet spot to get the good aim, and you could change the sensitivity if you want that to be faster. Let's move on to crosshair, right, guys? So I'm going to show you an example of a bad crosshair. Alright, so a circle and crosshairs, like you basically never want that, right? So let me just show you guys what a bad crosshair looks like. Like this. Good luck, like, I'm gonna go kind of far away here. Let's go shoot that guy. Good luck getting a headshot. You can't even see the person's body properly. Like, look at this. That is a bad crosshair, guys. You want to be able to see the person's head, and this is just too thick. That center circle is just way too big. So yeah, you would never really want a circle on crosshairs. Keep it crosshairs. Keep the thickness too. And this is an example of like a good crosshair, right? 90% of esports players, FPS gamers, they keep their crosshair like this. And let me explain the color, okay? You want the color of your crosshair to stand out. You see the color green, right? You don't want... So let's say this map. A lot of gray, yellow. If I had a gray color crosshair, it would blend in with the wall. No, you want to make sure you see your crosshair at all times. And if the enemy outline is red, you can change that. I'll show you in the settings in a little bit. You don't want the crosshair red. You want it to stand out. And in this game, there's not many green elements, so you could just see green right away. Let me show you another type of crosshair that's similar to this, just looks different. So that would be my McCree. You see this, you guys? This is like the same thing as what this crosshair does, right, you guys? But this crosshair is a circle, so you know where your shots are hitting, but it's empty in the inside, so you could see the person's head. It's just the same thing. I think it looks nicer just for McCree. So yeah, like different type of crosshairs, like a good crosshair is where like a color that stands out, high opacity, center gap is just fine, where you can see the person's head, and you want your crosshair like always available. Like you want your crosshair to be always ready to just flick someone's head. You don't want it to be too big, just the right size. So enough of that. We're gonna move on to a really important topic, which is FPS. We're gonna max out the FPS. FPS is key in every first-person shooter game. It's what gets you headshots and what gets you wins. It gives you a smooth experience. We will go through these settings here. So here you're gonna see what graphics card you have. You would want a good graphics card. Any modern one that's like out right now is kind of good. So let's keep this at full screen, and you want your monitors to be whichever one that has the highest refresh rate. So monitor 1, highest refresh rate that my monitors have. Keep the field of view at the highest, aspect ratio, whatever looks the best for you and your monitor. You want VSync off, you guys. So let me explain what VSync is. VSync should be off. Like if it's on, it just gives you like smoother graphics and less screen tear. But if you keep it off, it's not gonna really do anything, right? Because if you have a gaming monitor, the FreeSync on that gaming monitor or G-Sync will already do that. And graphics, you guys, is what slows down the FPS. So you would want this off, you guys. Let me show you guys what example of screen tear is. So what VSync, FreeSync, and G-Sync do is they get rid of that screen tear. But see, if you already have FreeSync on your monitor, you don't need VSync. So let me just show you what screen tear looks like. See this, guys? When two frames intersect, like so, they don't line up. So yeah, guys, that is what screen tear looks like. So yeah, if you have FreeSync or G-Sync, it's basically useless. And if you have it on, the only thing it's gonna do is slow down your FPS. And what we're doing here is maxing it out. So we're just gonna turn this off. The buffering options, they're basically useless because we have VSync off. Just leave these off. Display performance stats is very important, you guys. So just turn it on, and you want your frame rate and latency to show. Frame rate, so you know you're getting the amount of FPS you should be getting. So like, when I turn this on, I could see my FPS in the top left screen. Top left of the screen, which is about like 300 FPS. 300 FPS is what I should be getting, so I know I'm getting the FPS. That's good for me. And the latency, it should be right next to it. So you know, like if you're lagging, you know what, if it's your latency, your ping, whatnot. So we're just trying to max out the FPS here. So what we're gonna do is, you want your frame rate cap to be 300, but you might ask, like, I have a 144 hertz monitor, so should I just cap the FPS at 144 hertz, 144 FPS, or just leave it unlocked? Which unlock, the max you could do is 300 FPS here. But like, so the answer to that is, if you're playing a game that requires like reflex, like most FPS games, like you're gonna have to do this a lot, right, you guys? If you're gonna have to do that a lot, you're gonna want to leave it high. The dynamic reflections and shadow, you just want to keep it off. Rest of them just low. This really maxes out your FPS. I turn my graphics to epic. My average FPS will be like 150, 160-ish, right, you guys? But I want it to stay as close to 300, as you can see in the top left, as possible. I want to get as close to 300 as possible, you guys. I just want it to be at 300, keep low settings so you get the maximum amount of FPS. These are just personal preference, you guys. The rest of these stats here. Just keep VSync off. You want these settings to be low. You want to show your FPS at the top and latency to make sure you're not lagging, and to make sure you're getting the FPS that you're supposed to be getting. Don't limit your FPS to 144 just because your monitor is 144 hertz. The extra frames are going to help you a lot. And graphics, keep them low on everything. Let's move on to mouse buttons, you guys. So I'm going to show the software here for my mouse. This is the G502. This is the Logitech G Hub. Most gaming mice have two side buttons right here. It's two side buttons right here, and I have one extra one. This mouse has two buttons here, which most mice don't have, so we're gonna focus on these. Keep these as either your shift, like this one has shift, or this one has shift, and this one has E, or this one has E, because those are the ones with abilities. As you see here with Soldier, I have shift as sprint, and left click easy to reach as the Helix rockets, you guys, and E. Shift, E, this is like most, like McCree, E, flashbang, shift, roll, and fan the hammer, left click. So this is like the golden standard, right, you guys, for the mouse. Just keep it, if you want the mouse button to do something, just keep it as shift and E, any of those side buttons, shift and E. Now these are like shortcuts, and you can assign them to your mouse to do whatever you want, but these are like what most people do, right? You guys, they want them as their abilities. And here I have 2 other mouse buttons. I just keep them at crouch and reload. I don't really use these though. So, yeah, but only the G502 has the buttons here. So yeah, you want to make sure you have the mouse buttons that you want, that are good for you, because they are really helpful. They get you that, they just help you be quicker when you play. Also, you would want a surround sound headset, you guys. So let me just show you how to tell if you have a good headset. Just gonna like turn around, close your eyes, and point to the direction where you think they are. I think they're right over there, so I'm just gonna go shoot. And then open my eyes, and I can tell them that it's right next to them. So I know I have a good headset that will help me determine where footsteps are coming from. That way, anywhere, 360 degrees. Yeah, surround sound headset helps a lot. So you're ready to play. You got your settings set up, your crosshair set up, your mouse bind set up. Right, you guys, you're ready to play. You have that head start that you need to be better than other beginners. But now you're starting to worry about aim, mechanics, you know, like speed, tracking. Well, for that, we got aim trainers. A good aim trainer for free right now is AimLab. I'm gonna actually pull it up here for you guys. As you can see, there are many modes here, right? Speed, tracking, position, many modes and categories to help you get better. Trust me, guys, aim trainers help. They really do. Just use it and see for yourself in the long term how good you'll be at aiming and speed and just tracking. Trust me, you guys, they really do help. Since of course you won't be a pro at once, you'll need to practice quite a bit, like once a day. Like just do spider shot. You see this, you guys? This is spider shot. Just normal flicking, shooting. This is like do this once a day. You're gonna be getting better and better. There's many modes, you guys. Tracking. This will help you as tracer. Track them down. You want to get those 1 clips. Just do this 1 time a day, you guys. It will help. It will help you a lot. Just help you get the aim. So now you guys are ready to play Overwatch. You know how to get better at your aim. Just aim trainers. The training range in game are not enough for most people, right? Like you just get used to these, right? You know where they go. This one stops there. You know where they go. You know what happened. It just gets easy. So you want that extra practice, right, you guys? So yeah, guys, that will wrap it up for the video today. So this wraps it up for the FPS Beginner's Guide Part 1. This is Overwatch. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment what game you want to see next. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys next time.